Hello, hello, my beautiful friends, and welcome to day 13, lucky 13, of your 21 days of gratitude meditation practice. I am, again, I say it every time, say it with me, so excited to be here with you today for our practice. And I am loving what Spirit has in store for us. We are reading from Journey of Love. So Journey of Love is a card deck that I use all the time, and I love it. Love's in the name, so I gotta love it. And I very simply just ask Spirit, I know I've mentioned this to you before, but I need to mention it to you again because I want you to actually try this. I made my list of topics, but then lately I've just been feeling, let's just let Spirit guide us in our gratitude practice. How awesome is that? Go to a book that speaks to me, open it randomly, and that's the message for today. So we fell on a card or an energy called Fire and Ice. There's a little bit of glare there, but look at how beautiful that is. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And Spirit is really taking us on this journey of healing on the inside. That's very interesting. It started with the gift and the wound that we did on day 11. We continued along that same thread yesterday with day 12. And here we are again about healing conflict in our life. Yes, so take a deep breath, sigh it out. And I encourage you to go back and watch 11, watch yesterday. What did we do yesterday? What did I read from? Oh, yes. Did I read? I think I read from, now I remember what we did. So we worked with yoga and the quest for the true self yesterday and talked about the transformation that happens when we allow ourselves to be vulnerable. Yes. So like I said, there's this theme that's going on day 11, day 12, and now day 13. And you are absolutely going to love this. If you are feeling the conflict in your life, internally or externally, then you are being initiated through fire and ice. This oracle brings you guidance that the conflict you feel within or externally is a sign of your spiritual growth. Take a deep breath. Sigh it out. You see what I mean? You see what I mean about this theme, this natural theme? I think there's lots of things happening and growing as we enter into the fall. We're leaving the summer and we're moving into fall. So there's whatever spiritual work you've been doing, personal development work, anything like that. I think we're moving into a harvest time. And so my sense is that some of us are going through some really intense initiations. Yes, spiritual initiations. Soon you will grow larger than the conflict. Well, thank goodness for that. But for now, you do not need to engage in it. Okay? So Byron Katie says it only takes one person to stop a war. So whatever power struggle you're in, you don't need to engage in it. That's the message for today. We're going to get into the gratitude practice, I promise. It's all going to come full circle. Simply to be present and to allow it to work its way through you until you are strong enough to have outgrown the conflict, giving rise to clear direction. That is very clear guidance. It may seem impossible, beloved, but it is not. You are a vast being. Give yourself a chance to realize this and have patience. And so this morning I was with my mystery school students and we were talking about time, right? This time, everything, there is no time in the world of spirit. And yet, because everything is happening instantaneously, I mean, our life is like not even a blink of the eye in the world of spirit, right? And so it seems to us like things are taking a long time, but things need to maturate. They need to mature. They need to grow. Think of being pregnant. It takes 9 months to grow a baby. So whatever it is that you're in, it takes some time for it to work itself out. And that's why being patient is so beautiful. All is becoming, including you, according to the perfection of divine design. This oracle brings specific guidance on any relationship matter requiring a decision. Until you have simple clarity in your heart beyond the pushing away and pulling closer, then it is time to wait, for there is more yet to be revealed. So this doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. This can be a friendship relationship, a relationship with a parent. Maybe you're caretaking and you're not sure what you need to do. Yes. So the message is to wait. Ultimately, you always listen to your own inner guidance. Okay. So I'm knowing that there's some synchronicity here. It could be a relationship at work with your boss or a coworker. Only when your heart speaks clearly, then will you do well to act as feels truthful for you. That's where your power is. When you act from your truth, you are acting from power. So our gratitude practice, yes, is gratitude for our inner knowing. Gratitude for our inner knowing. Whatever you praise, whatever you focus on grows, whether you're praising it or you're condemning it. Whatever you focus on, it expands in your perception and it expands in your world. When we give gratitude to the lover within, to the divine guidance within, it expands in our life. Now, I'm feeling that some of us are afraid to trust our own truth because we have been I have this image right now of someone stepping on your neck, right? Someone stepping on your neck. And it could be literally, hopefully not, and mostly it can be figurative, right? Kind of holding you down. And some of that is causing some of us, I'm feeling this, not to trust ourselves. And so Spirit is saying when we honor that, yes, there is the wise woman within. Yes, there is the wise being within. When we honor that, when we focus on it, then our truth is known to us. Isn't that good? I told you it would be. Let's meditate. I'm sweating over here. I'm so excited about this. Feet flat on the floor, eyes closed, chin tilted slightly down so that the back of your neck is nice and long. And let's take 3 ha breaths. You ready? You're together. You ready? Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful. And in your mind's eye, imagine a beautiful light coming in through the crown of your head. And in your mind's eye, imagine this light swirling around in the crown, swirling down into the brain. And in your mind's eye, imagine that the light is cleaning up all the negativity in the brain, in the mind, clearing up our perceptions, clearing up any negative thoughts, any old stories that are no longer serving us. Ooh, this is powerful. Moving the energy down into the heart, clearing up any obstructions in the heart on the physical, on the spiritual, on the emotional level. We're clearing up that energy, any blocks that is keeping us from hearing our inner truth and our inner guide. Beautiful. And the light moves down into the belly. And the light moves down. Oh, let's stay in the belly. The light is in the belly, clearing up any negativity, any blocks from feeling our gut brain, from feeling our instincts, from feeling our righteous fear and righteous power, from feeling that energy and giving us clear direction. And so the energy moves down into the pelvis, down into the sexual organs, clearing up any negativity in this part of the body, any blocks, any stops, any fear. And this very powerful light now moves down into the legs and out of the bottoms of your feet and into the earth. And in your mind's eye, there is this pouring of divine light that is moving through the major centers of your body, clearing up the negativity, attuning you to the level of spirit. And as this light pours down, it pours through, taking all the negativity down into the earth. And inhaling. And exhaling. Just allowing now, just rest, just be, just allow this healing, allow it to happen. Allow anything that you're holding on to that is pressing down, weighing down on you, let it go into the light. Let it go into our beautiful divine Mother Earth. The earth is conscious, the earth is alive. And the earth knows how to recycle that energy. So we're just releasing. We're just releasing. It's so easy, just allowing the energy, the power of gravity to move all of that negativity away from the body, mind, spirit, and into the earth. So we give thanks and gratitude to our inner guidance system, to our inner guide, to our inner wisdom woman, our inner being of wisdom, the inner self, the beloved inner self. And in giving thanks and gratitude, we acknowledge it as a real presence in our life, bringing its gifts, bringing these spiritual gifts that we have been given by the divine presence, bringing these spiritual gifts that we hold in our very DNA, in every cell of our being. We bring these gifts forth. We bring these gifts forth into our waking life. And we give thanks. We give thanks for the lover within, for the divine within. We're so grateful. We're so grateful for this time, for this space, for this meeting. We are able to do this, that we have this freedom, that we're no longer in a time where we would be punished for the simple act of meditating. So we give thanks. Give thanks for the life that we have been blessed with, because everything that we have been through has led us into this now moment, this moment of personal and spiritual empowerment. And so we say yes to it. We say yes to our life. We say yes to the divine guidance within and without. We say yes to our own patience, to our inner guidance, to the opening, to the flowering, to our own joy. We say yes, we say yes, we say yes. Beautiful. Taking another few breaths into the vibration of the gratitude, of the meditation, of the prayer. Beautiful. Take one more long, deep inhale all the way down to the tips of your toes and sigh it out. Very gently coming all the way back to the room. Wiggle fingers and toes. Wiggle fingers and toes. And you know what comes next? You got to give yourself a hug. Yeah, I love myself. Give yourself another hug, because you got to be even on both sides. That's why we do this. Wow, I'm seriously having a spiritual hot flash right now. I mean, Lots of energy, lots of transformation. There's something going on planetarily, or maybe it's just us giving gratitude and we're just transforming and changing and opening and stepping into our power and blah, 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 blah. It's all so, so good. Thank you for joining me. I will see you. If you are in the state of California, go to my events page because I have 2 classes coming up, live events in October, and I'd love to see you in person. And I will see you tomorrow for day 14 of our 21 days of gratitude. It's on. It's on. Let's do the wave. I used to break dance way back in the day. Bye.